Hey, welcome back to Jackie's Moto Garage. So today I'm going to give you a garage tour. If you're not familiar with my husband's channel, John's Moto Garage, then you might not know that he has a motorcycle addiction, which explains why there are so many bikes behind me right now. So this collection is ever changing. Yes, you can have a fruit snack. And we are constantly going through motorcycles, so today I'm just going to give you a little tour. I'm going to start with the Vulcan S. This one I've actually come to really love. I wasn't sure about it at first. It's not really my typical style that I would go for, but this is one of the ones that I put most of the seat time on. It is a 2017. I'll put all the years and models down below in case I get one wrong. But this is a very fun bike. I think it's a great beginner bike. It's super low to the ground. It's super forgiving. I've made lots of mistakes on this bike and I have yet to drop it. So it is working with me on my journey and I really, really love this bike. Next we have the Harley Street Rod 750. This is also a 2017. This one I've ridden once around the neighborhood. It was a super fun bike. It was a little more than I was comfortable with, but I was able to take it around. I think this one is really fun. It's got a more aggressive stance, which isn't comfortable for me with my skill level right now, but I know that some people absolutely love this bike and that doesn't bother them at all. And so this one I also think would be kind of a good beginner bike, maybe an intermediate bike. And then right here we have John's Pride and Joy. This is a Dyna Street Bob 2013. This one has been through a lot with John. This is what he got to learn his Harley wheelies on, and he's starting to learn some more tricks, drifting, does some donuts on this bad boy. But this is one that I have taken out just around the cul-de-sac once, and it is still very intimidating to me as a beginner. But this is a pretty cool bike that we have in the garage. Here we've got my Pride and Joy. This is a Triumph Thruxton 900. It is 2012. It's pretty much stock. This one I picked up right after I started learning because I absolutely love the cafe racer style bikes. We had a Triumph Bonneville several years ago that I absolutely loved, but I wasn't really learning back then and I was having babies and pregnant. So we ended up selling that bike, which absolutely broke my heart, and so I always knew that I would try to get another Triumph, and so I was really excited when I found this one online for sale. But this one is one that I'm working up to riding. I've ridden it around the neighborhood a couple of times, and so I'm just getting a little bit more comfortable before I take this one out for more rides. Over here, we've got one of the funnest bikes, in my opinion. This is the DRZ Supermoto. This one, I was kind of scared to ride at first when John wanted me to ride this one, just because of how tall it is and how big it seems. It feels like you're riding a horse. But this one I actually really love. It's a very versatile bike. John takes us out in the dirt. He's taking it up and down stairs, if you can believe that. But this is a very, very fun bike, and I feel like this is a great beginner bike too if you are tall enough to ride this. Over here we have the XSR. This I've taken out maybe once. I didn't do a really long ride on this. I think it was just around the cul-de-sac. This is a fast and fun bike, and I will have to give this one another shot once I'm a little bit more comfortable. But this one seems to be a pretty popular one. I think John really likes this bike too. I don't think he's ready to get rid of this one quite yet. Alright, so now we have the Honda CB1100. This one I think is a pretty awesome bike. It's kind of a throwback to the retro style. And this one is one that John absolutely loves and has enjoyed riding around. So this one might be sticking around for a little while too. So this is one that John has been bugging me to take out. I think that I'll be riding it pretty soon. It's a little bit heavier than the other ones I've tried, like the XSR and the Street Rod. But I'm willing to give this one a shot, so you might have to stay tuned for another video on that. And then last but certainly not least, we have the one that I started on. We've got our cool little Grom over here, the Honda Grom. This is what I initially started riding on, and it is a fun little bike. This thing has been beat the heck up. John started wheeling on this. It's a very, very fun bike. A good one to get if you're learning wheelies, a good one to get if you're learning to ride motorcycles. I feel like I grew out of this one pretty quickly and moved to the DRZ, but this one is still a lot of fun to ride around. These are the current bikes that we have right now. I'm sure that this will be changing pretty soon. Make sure you drop a comment below and let me know which one is your favorite out of the collection. Which one would you like me to see? Would you like to see me ride next? And if you like the channel, if you're enjoying my videos, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.